So today I am going to teach about sex linked inheritance. So what is sex linked inheritance? Before understanding that, we need to understand what is actually inheritance. The inheritance माने कौन? As we know, by the process of time, we all obtain something from our previous generation. जमती कि मो जेजे बापा मान ठारू बापा माने किछि पाइबाटा, बापा मान ठारू तुम माने किछि पाइबाटा, से चाहे घर हो, जागा हो, किछि जिंस हो. So this is the process of inheritance. That means inheriting something from your previous generation is called as inheritance. But in genetics, when we are talking about inheritance, inheritance is acquiring some characteristics from your parental generation. So like जदि बापा माने डेंगा अछंती तो छुआ माने डेंगा हबाटा, जदि जेजे बापा मानकर जमाना रे किछि गोटे रोग अछि जोटा कि छुआ मानक पुणी थरा हबाटा, सेटा को हमें इनहेरिटेंस बोलिका कहू. तो इनहेरिटेंस बेसिकली इज द प्रोसेस ऑफ acquiring certain phenotypic trait from the parental generation. The phenotypic trait कौन? Any characteristic that is expressed outside is called as phenotypic trait. से height हो, color हो, hair growth pattern हो, even talking style हो, पढ़ा style हो, मुंडर बुद्धि हो, सबु किछि आमे हमर previous generation रो acquire करू. तो phenotypic trait कहबा गले सही सबु character को आमे phenotypic trait बोली कहि थाउ. Sorry. So inheritance माने ताले कौन ना the process of acquiring certain phenotypic trait from our parental generation is what we called as inheritance. So to understand sex linked inheritance, we must understand what is chromosome. As I have previously told, chromosome is nothing but condensed form of genetic material. तो genetic material कहले हम माने कौन बुझू? DNA in case of humans and other organism, in case of other organism it's RNA. So जदि मु human मानक विषय कथा हेबी, for us DNA is our genetic material. So what is chromosome then? It's the condensed form of this genetic material or DNA. So how it is being condensed? By binding with the histone molecules. So chromosome is nothing but a condensed form of this genetic material. What is this genetic material? In case of human, that is DNA. So when DNA is bound around the histone molecule, it will become condensed and which we will call as chromosome. So chromosome हम माने देखी थिबा तार structure normally kind of this type रो हिता है. Sometimes R मानकर कोटा छोटो कोटा बड़ा हिता है, but overally the structure of chromosome is kind of like this. So when we are talking about chromosome, chromosome can be of two types. What is that? First is autosome and second is allosome, which is otherwise called as sex chromosome. So what autosome do? All the phenotypic characters controlled by metabolic processes. ताको कंट्रोल करे किए ना ऑटोसोम्स। तो जितके भी आमर एक्सटर्नल कैरेक्टर्स आम देखिपे दैट माइट बी हाइट, दैट माइट बी इंटेलिजेंसी, दैट माइट बी स्किन कलर, दैट माइट बी आवर हेयर लेंथ, दैट माइट बी आवर ग्रोथ, everything is being controlled by autosome. Then what is allosome or sex chromosome? As the name indicate, the sex of the individual, whether it will be a female or male, and all the hormones of the female and male are controlled by this sex chromosome. However, biology is always all about exceptions. तो बहुते केस रे माने एक्सेप्शन देखा को पाओ, राइट? लाइक कौन ना के बहुते केस रे सेक्स क्रोमोसोम माने अदर देन डिटरमाइनिंग द सेक्स ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल कौन करती ना सर्टेन इनहेरिटेंस पे रेस्पॉन्सिबल होती. दैट मीन्स सेक्स क्रोमोसोम जोटा कि किछि एमती देखा जाए other than determining the sex of the individual can carry certain genes that are responsible for some phenotypic trait. तो गोटे गोटे केस रे कौन हुए ना सेक्स क्रोमोसोम मेल बा फीमेल डिटरमाइन करबा को छाड़ी कि आम भितर जो कैरेक्टर अच्छी से कैरेक्टर डेवलप करिबारे सम टाइम रोल प्ले करे, एंड एट दैट सम टाइम वी कॉल इट एज सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस. व्हेन the sex chromosome is controlling the phenotypic trait other than this autosome, we call that kind of inheritance as sex linked inheritance. So what is the definition of sex linked inheritance then? The inheritance of certain phenotypic traits by sex chromosome other than autosomes are known as sex linked inheritance. So to understand what is actually sex linked inheritance, we need to understand certain terms. First is alleles, then homozygous, then heterozygous, then hemizygous, then dominant, then recessive, and lastly pseudodominance. So first, what is allele? Again I am talking about the characters. Like different characters are present in a population, that may be a height, maybe your color, maybe your intelligence. These all are the characters. So what actually control the character? It's our gene or the genetic information that is present inside us. आमे जोटा जानी आम भितर जो इनफॉरमेशन डीएनए रे बा जीन रे बा क्रोमोसोम रे एनकोड होकी अछि सेही अनुसार आम हाइट, आम कलर, आम मानकर जति कि आम फिनोटाइप बाहर देखि पारुचे कि गोटे मनीष केमिति चालिला ठु आरंभ करी केमिति पढ़िला, they all are being determined by our genetic information that is stored in our chromosome or gene or DNA. So when we are talking about alleles, what is allele? Allele is actually genes of contrasting characters that are present together in a gene pool or a population. जमती आम आगु जानीचे जे क्रोमोसोम ऑलवेज सेट रिप्रेजेंट थाए लाइक दिस टू. सो इफ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ सिंगल ह्यूमन बीइंग जदि गोटे क्रोमोसोम पेयर रे रहिला गोटे पेयर रे देन ए जगह जो भी जीन थी जो इनफॉरमेशन थी एपट जगह भी से इनफॉरमेशन थी से इनफॉरमेशन चाहे समान हो चाहे समान न हो बट दैट द मेसेज दैट ट्राई टू रिले इज इक्वल. इफ ए क्रोमोसोम रे हमर हाइट लगी जीन रेस्पॉन्सिबल रहिला देन ए सेकंड क्रोमोसोम रो सेही जगह रे हाइट लगी जीन रेस्पॉन्सिबल जोटा अछि सेटा रहइबो. सो व्हाट इज दैट एलील देन द एलील इज द कॉपी ब अल्टरनेटिंग कॉपी ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर जीन प्रेजेंट इन द जीन पूल और अ पॉपुलेशन. ठीक अच्छे जदि आम हाइट विषय कथा होचे देन आम जमी देखीचे बहुत लोक अच्छा जो मन हाइट बहुत अधिक आउ केजन लोक अच्छा जो मन हाइट बहुत कम तो यहाँ को जी कंट्रोल करुच्चे सी हूँ आमर एलिलिक पेयर ऑफ जीन्स. दैट मीन्स गोटे जीन जी कि रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ हाइट से जीनटा दीटा भाग हो गोटे भाग इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द टॉल हाइट and the second type is responsible for the short height. So the both together is controlling the height of the individual. However, the two are different from each other. One is responsible for tallness, another is responsible for the dwarfness. So these two when they come together we call it as allele. So example mune be gene responsible for height. So if capital T is responsible for tallness, then small t will be responsible for dwarfness, and this capital T and small t are called as allelic pair or alleles. Then coming to the homozygous condition, as the name suggests, homo means equal. I have already told that both the alleles are present or the chromosomes are present in pair. If chromosomes are present in pair, then two copy of a same gene has to be present in a single individual. सो आम पाखे दुईटा स्लॉट खाली रहा गोटे पर्टिकुलर क्यारेक्टर पाई. सो ये दुईटा एक स्लॉट बा दुईटा एक जगह भितर फिलअप करने को पड़ो. इफ ये दुईटा एक जगह रेस्पॉन्सिबल है क्या हाइट पाई देन ये जो दुईटा जगह रहा होमो मीन्स इक्वल तो मु आइदर कैपिटल टी देवी और स्मॉल टी देवी. तो कैपिटल टी जिते मुझे देली तो आम जानीचे कैपिटल टी इज रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर टॉल फिनोटाइप तो सेते से इंडिविजुअलटा टॉल हम. जदि मु स्मॉल टी दूची से टाइम रे से इंडिविजुअल ड्वार्फ हम. तो ये भली कंडीशन को आम कहबा होमोजाइगस कंडीशन जिते बड़े कि बोथ द कॉपी आर इक्वल एंड प्रेजेंट इन अ सिंगल इंडिविजुअल. बट हेटेरोजाइगस कंडीशन रे इट विल बी स्लाइटली डिफरेंट. Why? Heterozygous means opposite. So जो दीटा पोजीशन खाली अच्छी सेते बेले जदि गोटे कैपिटल टी रहिला आरटा स्मॉल टी होबा को बाध्य जदि गोटे स्मॉल टी रहिला आरटा कैपिटल टी होबा को बाध्य. हेटेरो मीन्स इट हैज टू बी नॉट इक्वल आई मीन अनइक्वल हबार निहाती दरकार. तो अनइक्वल हेले कैपिटल टी सहित स्मॉल टी रहिबो और स्मॉल टी सहित कैपिटल टी रहिबो. तो ए कंडीशन रे से मनीषर फिनोटाइप कौन हबो बा से मनीषटा डेंगा हबो ना शॉर्ट हाइट रो हम. तो सहीटा डिपेंड करुच्ची कहा उपरे ना को जीनटा आरो जीन को बा को आलिलटा आरो आलिल को सप्रेस करि पारुची. तो सेठी कांसेप्ट आसिला हमर डोमिनेंट और रिसेसिव. आमे जानचे जदि गोटे रूम रे आमे दीटा फिजिकली इक्वल स्ट्रेंथ वाला पिलांगु छाड़िबा से माने बाड़िया बड़ी हेले दुई जनकर समान स्ट्रेंथ रहिला. बट गोटे बड़ लोक और गोटे छोट पिला को छाड़ीदेबा बाड़िया बड़ी होगा तो जितब किए जार स्ट्रेंथ अधिक अच्छे सी जीतब. तो एठी भी सेम जे जार स्ट्रेंथ आमर अधिक सी आउ जन को मास्क करके रखिबो बा दबेकी रखिबो. तो जार स्ट्रेंथ सी निज स्ट्रेंथ को देखला तो से स्ट्रेंथ थिबा लोकटा को आमे कहबा डोमिनेंट. सो डोमिनेंट माने कोन दैट कैन मास्क द इफेक्ट ऑफ सेकेंड एलील. और रिसेसिव कोन ना डोमिनेंट रो प्रेजेंस रे जे मास्क हे कि रहिला दैट इज रिसेसिव. So that is masked in the presence of dominant allele. So এই কন্ডিশনের রেজাল্ট তাহলে কোন হবো না ক্যাপিটাল টি স্মল টি পাখরে থলে ক্যাপিটাল টি ইজ অলওয়েজ ডোমিনেন্ট. दैट मीन्स कैपिटल टी कैन मास्क द इफेक्ट ऑफ द स्मॉल टी और ड्वार्फनेस जीन रो इफेक्ट को कैपिटल टी नॉर्मलाइज करि परिबो. तो सेही कंडीशन रे ह्यूमन टा कोन हे जबो टॉल हे जबो. सेम एठी जेतु कैपिटल टी अछि स्मॉल टी रो इफेक्ट देखा जीवनी तो सेही केस रे ह्यूमन पुनी कोन हैला टॉल हैला. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज हेटेरोजाइगस. देन व्हाट इज हेमीजाइगस. हेमीजाइगस मीन्स पुनी हमर पखरे दुईटा स्लॉट अवेलेबल अछि. हाउएवर hemi means single. So out of these two slot and only one slot will be filled up by any of this allele. तो हम पाखे ऑप्शन रहिला कोन कैपिटल टी और स्मॉल टी. सो आउट ऑफ बोथ ऑफ दिस गोटे मात्र स्लॉट जे कोनोसी गोटे जीन रे फिल अप होबा. फॉर्सेस इफ कैपिटल टी रहिला सेकंड स्लॉट एम्प्टी, इफ स्मॉल टी रहिला देन भी सेकंड स्लॉट एम्प्टी. तो एई भली कंडीशन रे प्रथम इंडिविजुअल टा डेफिनेटली टॉल होबो. व्हाई बिकॉज़ कैपिटल टी अछि. सेकेंड इंडिविजुअल टा ऑल दो ता साइड रे कहीं नहांती बट जेहेतु ताको मास्क करिया पई भी कहीं नहांती तेणु सी तार कैरेक्टरिस्टिक देखेबो मीन्स सी ड्वार्फ होबो. तो एई भली कंडीशन को हमें हेमीजाइगस बोली को. आ एई भली कंडीशन रे कोन हुए ना जेहेतु स्मॉल टी एकुटिया थाई भी निजको एक्सप्रेस करि परुची तार गोटे पार्टनर ताको दरकार होनी ए भली कंडीशन को हमें स्यूडो डोमिनेंस को. व्हाई स्यूडो मीन्स फॉल्स. Dominance means we know that can mask the effect of the second allele. As the second allele absent here, this first allele acts as a dominant allele, although it is not dominant. So that type of condition is called as pseudo dominance or false dominance. So to summarize, alleles are the contrasting copy of a single gene are called as allele, which is present in a gene pool. So if in a single individual equal kind of allele are present or being responsible for a particular phenotype, we are calling it as homozygous. If in a single individual the alternating copy of allele are present for determining a character, we call it as heterozygous. In hemizygous condition, the second slot is empty, that means a single allele determines the character, and that single allele, because it is alone determining the character, that kind of condition is called as pseudo dominance or false dominance. So with this, allele, homozygous, heterozygous, hemizygous, dominant, recessive and pseudodominance concept is quite clear to all of you. तो एबे बढ़िबा में what is the sex linked inheritance actually then. So when we are talking about sex linked inheritance, we should know about what are the sexes present in our population. तो first says मो ह्यूमन मानक विषय कथा भी. We have two gender majorly, one is male, another is female. हम पाके total number of chromosome अछि 46, which we called as 23 pair, which is not right. Why? It is always number of chromosome in human is 46. Out of which autosomes are in pair, that is 22 into 2, that is 44, and sex chromosome is 2 in number, not pair. Why I am not saying pair, I will explain. So this two sex chromosome depends on what, if the individual is male or female, they will be different. In case of male, as I have already said you in the previous class, they are heterogenetic. That means their sex chromosome is heterogenetic in nature. That means they both are different from each other. Hetero means different. So for the males, the sex chromosome will be XY. So X and Y are different from each other. So that's why they are heterogenetic. But in case of female, it is always double X. So this is homogenetic in nature. That means homo means equal. So they have a pair of X chromosome in case of human females, and in case of human males one X chromosome and one copy of Y chromosome. If आम X chromosome को देखिबा जोटा मु पूर्वरु कहितली X chromosome रो साइड एलील रो स्लॉट खाली रहिला, so was Y chromosome रो भी साइड एलील रो स्लॉट खाली रहिला. तो मेल मान को केस रे कौन हो, वेदर सी X क्रोमोसोम हो या Y क्रोमोसोम हो, कंडीशन आम पे कौन हो गला, हेमीजाइगस कंडीशन. बट आम एतले फीमेल विषय कथा होचे, बिल्कुल आम पाखरे Y नाही फीमेल मानकर अच्छी कौन ए पेयर ऑफ X. तो एमान केस रे कौन हो पारे, जदि आम गोटे जीन बा क्यारेक्टरिस्टिक रो इनहेरिटेंस विषय कथा हेले देन सेटा आइदर तो होमोजाइगस हबो और तो हेटेरोजाइगस हबो. But never hemizygous. Why? Again I want to say, because of the presence of a single copy of X and a single copy of Y, male is always hemizygous for both of the gene. Whereas with the presence of a pair of X allele or pair of X chromosome, all the alleles present in the X chromosome are also present in the second X chromosome or present in a pair form. So that's why they can either be inherited in a homozygous format or a heterozygous format. एबे मु जदि कहबी मन कर किछि गोटे डिजीज पई को गोटे जीन रिस्पांसिबल हला, जो जीनटा कि आइदर एक्स रे कि वाई रे रहिला, तो फीमेल मान को केस रे कोन हबो ना, जेहेतु आंक पाखरे दीटा एक्स क्रोमोसोम अछि, गोटे एक्स क्रोमोसोम जदि भी डिफेक्टिव हे गला सेकंड एक्स क्रोमोसोम ता ता पई कंपेंसेट करि परिबो. तो सेकंड एक्स क्रोमोसोम ठीक थिबा जोगु फीमेल को डिजीज ता हबनी. बट मेल मान को केस रे इफ गोटे एक्स क्रोमोसोम खराब हे गला ताले तांको पाखे से गोटे ही एक्स क्रोमोसोम अछि, तो सही रोगटा तांको थर करे हे जिवो. बुझिला. देन वाई क्रोमोसोम बेले भी सेम कथा. तो मन कर को गोटे डिजीज वाई क्रोमोसोम द्वारा स्प्रेड होची, तो वाई क्रोमोसोम जदि डिफेक्टिव हे गला ताकू सेव करिया पई सेकंड वाई क्रोमोसोम मेल मान को पाखे एब्सेंट अछि, दैट्स व्हाई से डिजीज ता मेल को हबो. बट फीमेल मान को पाखरे बिल्कुल वाई क्रोमोसोम नथिबारो से मान को पाखे वाई वाला डिजीज हबो ही नै. सो एटु बुझी होथिबो जे जत्ते के भी सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस अछि सेटा दुई टाइप रे डिवाइड हे जाय, डिपेंडिंग ऑन जैसे डिजीज टा एक्स द्वारा कैरी आउट होची कि वाई द्वारा. सो डिपेंडिंग ऑन द type of sex chromosome that carry the gene, for inheritance, sex linked inheritance is of two type, that is X linked, another one is Y linked. If X chromosome रे gene जो allele टा अच्छी देन ताको हमें X linked कहबा, if Y chromosome रे से allele अच्छी then we will call it as Y linked inheritance. तो जेहेतु ह्यूमन मेल आउ फीमेल रो दीटा अलग अलग कंडीशन रोची सेक्स क्रोमोसोम रो, से मानकर सेक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस भी अलग अलग हबो. तो जो जते बेले एक्स लिंक्ड इनहेरिटेंस विषय में कथा हबा फीमेल मान को केस रेट हबार चांस कम हे जिवो. व्हाई? जदि भी गोटे एक्स जीन डिफेक्टिव अच्छी सेकंड एक्स जीन अच्छी ताको कंपेंसेट करिया पई. बट मेल मान को केस रे बिकॉज ऑफ द प्रेजेंस ऑफ सिंगल एक्स क्रोमोसोम, इफ दैट एक्स क्रोमोसोम इज डिफेक्टिव देन डिजीज विल अकर. तो आपको बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग पाई we will go with the example. So the first example of X-linked inheritance is hemophilia. So what is hemophilia then? It is one X-linked recessive disorder. What happen in this type of disease? The blood clotting capacity is reduced in case of the individual having hemophilia. So hemophilia is a disease with hampered blood clotting capacity. What is blood clotting then? If हमर किछि गोटे wound होची जते बेले कि हमर bleeding होची blood बाहरुची से टाइम रे हमें वेट करबा दि किछि टाइम देन हमर blood रे क्लॉट हो जाए जोटा कि हमर गोटे ऊपर स्किन टाइप रे बसी जाए खंडिया ऊपर तो तापर ब्लीडिंग ऑटोमेटिकली स्टॉप हो जाए. सो दैट मेकानिज्म इज कॉल्ड एज ब्लड क्लॉटिंग. द फ्लो ऑफ ब्लड automatically stops after some times. That mechanism is known as blood clotting. But in certain individual that mechanism is being hampered or that mechanism don't work efficiently. Those kind of individuals are known as hemophilic individuals. So what is hemophilia then? Hemophilia is a condition where the blood clotting efficiency of the individual is greatly reduced. So that's why to the hemophiliac persons we call it or the hemophilia disease is also known as bleeder's disease. Why? The person will continue to bleed in this disease. So this is otherwise known as bleeder's disease. So as we know we have 13 clotting factor. आम बॉडी रे 13 टाइम दी प्रोटीन अच्छी जो मैंने कि ब्लड क्लॉटिंग पे रेस्पॉन्सिबल. तो तादर गोटे प्रोटीन को एबे हमें मानुने. दैट्स व्हाई वी all total we have 12 clotting factors. So out of that 12 clotting factors, factor number 8, 9 and 11, their synthesis depend on a gene known as anti-hemophilic globulin. तो if AHG gene absent रहिला और mutated बा change हे गला then सही condition रे blood clotting factor number 8, 9 and 11 रो impaired synthesis हे परे खराब तैयारी हे परे जहाँ द्वारा कौन हुए ना blood clotting efficiently हुए नहीं आउ bleeders disorder develop करे. So AHG is present, this gene AHG is present in the X chromosome. So because of this hemophilia is an X-linked inheritance. So depending on whether factor number 8 or factor number 9 or factor number 11 is impaired, hemophilia is of 3 types. That is hemophilia A, where factor 8 is impaired, and this is the most common kind of hemophilia, that's why known as classic hemophilia. Second is hemophilia B, where factor 9 is impaired or factor 9 synthesis is not there, and factor 9 is otherwise known as Christmas factor. So that's why this type of hemophilia is known as Christmas disease. The last type of hemophilia is hemophilia C, where the factor 11 is impaired. This is known as Askens-Zeus disease. So these are the 3 types of hemophilia. As I have already written that this is a X-linked recessive disorder. So how hemophilia will be inherited from parent to offspring? For that we will take certain examples. The examples are like this. Aman janiche, this is the symbol of female. Acha 80%. This is the symbol of female and this is the symbol of male. So hemophilia is a X-linked inheritance. Female पाके double X थाए, male पाके single X and single Y थाए. If female रा गोटे X chromosome रे diseased वाला AHG genes, AHG gene जोटा कि responsible for hemophilia development, diseased बा भूल copy of AHG genes रहिला, देन से केस रे जेहेतु सेकेंड एक्स कॉपी अच्छी दैट इज हेल्दी तो फीमेल विल नॉट बी हेमोफिलिया फीमेल टा हेल्दी हम बट although female is healthy but it still have the defected copy for hemophiliac gene, so that's why this kind of female are known as carrier female. So carrier female are those female which are itself not diseased but they carry the diseased gene inside them. Okay, like this female तार गोटे कॉपी जेहेतु डिफेक्टिव से निजे हेमोफिलिक नुहे however जेहेतु से हेमोफिलिया पाई जीन कैरी करुच्ची दिस इज नोन एज द कैरियर फीमेल बट मेल मन कर आमर हेल्दी अच्छी इट डोंट हैव एनी काइंड ऑफ हेमोफिलिक जीन इन इट तो जिते गैमेट प्रोडक्शन करेंगे से कैरियर फीमेल रो गोटे गैमेट रे डिफेक्टिव कॉपी ऑफ एक्स रहा आउ गोटे रे हेल्दी एक्स रहा लाइक दैट मेल मानकर जेहेतु हिमोफिलियाक नुहे दैट इज ए नॉर्मल हेल्दी मेल तो सही केस रे नॉर्मल एक्स रहा नॉर्मल वाई रहा ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन ए हिमोफिलियाक वाला एक्स टा नॉर्मल मेल रो नॉर्मल एक्स सहित फ्यूज हो पारे तो सही केस रे कौन हम डेभलप हम सेकेंड कंडीशन कौन हो पारे नहीं हेल्दी एक्स ऑफ द फीमेल कैन फ्यूज विथ द हेल्दी एक्स ऑफ द मेल थर्ड कंडीशन रे the hemophiliac X of female can fuse with the Y chromosome. Fourth condition रे the healthy X can fuse with the healthy Y. So ए तीन जन जाको कौन है गले हमारा ए दी जन जाको they are females with two X chromosome. They are male with one X and Y chromosome. तो हमें इतने बड़े फीमेल मानू को देखिबा गोटे प्रपोर्शन रेशियो रहा फीमेल रो जे कि हेल्दी अच्छी विदाउट एनी हेमोफिलियाक जीन बट सेकेंड फीमेल रो कौन है गोटे सिंगल हेमोफिलियाक जीन अच्छी सो दैट विल बी अ कैरियर फीमेल मेल मानक जब देखा गोटे मेल रो गोटे एक्स क्रोमोसोम हेमोफिलियाक अच्छी तो से मेल टा कौन होगला हेमोफिलियाक होगला बट द अनदर मेल कौन अच्छी तार एक्स क्रोमोसोम हेल्दी अच्छी दैट्स व्हाई से मेल टा हमरो हेल्दी मेल रहा सो व्हेन ए कैरियर वुमेन ऑफ हेमोफिलिया जीन is married to a healthy male, at that condition the chance of the offspring to be hemophiliac is 1:4. Why? A single male is being affected. However, the development of a carrier female is also 1:4. So we can also say that among out of the all female child that will be produced by this couple, 50% will be carrier and 50% will be healthy. Like out of all the male child of these two couple, 50% will be hemophilic and 50% will be healthy. Okay, now let's come to the second cross. Again the female and male. A case रे if female हला carrier male हला hemophilic ठीक अच्छी तो female पाखे गोटे कॉपी रो डिफेक्टिव एक्स रहा मेल पाखे भी गोटे कॉपी रो डिफेक्टिव एक्स रहा तो गैमेट हमर कौन है एक्स गोटे डिफेक्टिव एक्स आ गोटे हेल्दी एक्स फॉर फीमेल लाइक दैट फॉर मेल वन डिफेक्टिव एक्स एंड वन हेल्दी वाई सो जिते बड़े क्रॉस होची से क्रॉस टाइम रे कौन डेवलप हम ऑफस्प्रिंग So जदि defective eggs of female will fertilize with the defective eggs of male, at that condition the female that will be developed will be hemophilia. कहीं ना तार दीटा को एक्स कॉपी डिजीज्ड अच्छी बट डिफेक्टिव अच्छी like that. If the defective copy of the female, sorry, the healthy copy of the female, if it is fertilizing with the defective copy of male X chromosome, then say condition रे carrier होबो कहीं ना गोटे healthy X at least फीमेल पाखरु मिली जाइछि सेकेंड केस रे if the defective copy of female X chromosome is fertilizing or is present with the healthy Y, then the male टा कौन हैला हमर हेमोफिलिया कबो काहे कि ना से सिंगल कॉपी ऑफ X that is defective in that male हाउएवर जो कंडीशन रे हेल्दी एक्स क्रोमोसोम रहिला आ हेल्दी वाई क्रोमोसोम रहिला हमर से केस रे बिल्कुल भी हेमोफिलिया हबो नै. सो एठी प्रोपोर्शन हमर कोन रहिला ना इफ ए कैरियर फीमेल is married to a hemophilic male, at that condition 50% of the offsprings will have chance to develop hemophilia. This is hemophiliac, this is hemophilia. If we will talk about the female child like these two, then all the female child will carry the gene for hemophiliac. However, 50% with the homozygote condition will develop hemophilia, whereas the other 50% will be carrier. When we will talk about the male, 50% of the male will be hemophiliac and the 50% will healthy. Now let's consider the third condition, where suppose the female is healthy with no defective copy for AHG gene or no defective copy for hemophilia, and the male is hemophiliac with a defective copy of X chromosome. At that time, the gamete produced from the female will all be with healthy copy of X, whereas the gamete produced from the male, half of the gametes will have the defective copy of X chromosome, half will have Y. So during the time of fertilization, if the healthy X, all the gametes are healthy in case of female, as female is completely healthy and it's not a carrier for hemophiliac. So if this X is fusing with the defective copy of X from the male, then that time the female will be carrier with a single defective copy from its father. Then again, with the another fertilization, it will again be a carrier. And if this is fertilizing with the Y chromosome, then all will be healthy. So when a healthy female is marrying a hemophiliac male, at that condition, all the offsprings will be healthy only. However, all the females that are carrying the X chromosome from their father will all be carrier with that defective copy of this X chromosome. However, all the males with a healthy copy of X chromosome from their mother will all be normal. Okay. So why I am not considering the case with hemophiliac mother is that it's a quite impossible case. Why? Because if both the copy of X chromosome is defective in case of female, then the female will having hemophilia. So a hemophiliac female to survive during its puberty and even during the pregnancy is quite difficult. So I am not considering that cross here. So this is all about hemophilia. Now let's come to the second condition, that is color blindness. What is color blindness? जोटा को मैं बर्नान धता बोलिका कहूँ, ठीक अच्छे. तो कलर ब्लाइंडनेस विषय में जो कथा होचु, तो हॉर्नर in 1876 first time reported this color blindness. Okay, so color blindness is the inability to distinguish between the different colors, and basically what are the two different color? Green and red. So the inability to distinguish between green and red color, green or red color, is called as color blindness. So depending on this two color, we can divide the color blindness into two types. So color blindness or CB is of two types, deuterone type, another one is proton type. So what is deuterone type? The inability to distinguish the green color. And what is proton type? The inability to distinguish the red color. Okay. So color blindness kete bade hue? Now we all know vitamin A is very much essential for vision. तो हमारा रॉड और कोन सेल्स माने थांते आई रे, तो रॉड सेल्स माने लाइट रे देखिबा पई हेल्प करंती, whereas कोन सेल्स माने कलर देखिबा पई हेल्प करंती. तो कौन सेल्स रे रेटिनोइक एसिड माने इंपोर्टेंट रोल प्ले करती आमको कलर रिकग्नाइज कराइबारे। तो बेले बेले कौन हुए ना एक्स क्रोमोसोम रे हमरो नॉट बेले बेले एक्स क्रोमोसोम हमरो कैरी करे जीन्स दैट आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर रेटिनोइक एसिड प्रोडक्शन। इन कोन सेल्स तो जदि ए जीनटा एक्स क्रोमोसोम रे डिफेक्टिव हे गला देन रेटिनोइक एसिड प्रोडक्शन हैम्पर हबो दैट्स व्हाई कलर विजन भी हमरो हैम्पर हबो और इट विल डेवलप इनटू अ color blindness. So color blindness is the inability to distinguish between either red or green color. So if we can't recognize green color then it is a Dutton type of color blindness, and if we can't recognize the red color then it is a Bruton type of color blindness. So color blindness, why it occurs? Because of the absence of retinoic acids in the cone cells, thereby we can't distinguish between different colors. So again we will be back to the crosses. So here 5 type of cross are present. So 5 type कौन? अच्छा मेल फीमेल कर दीजिए. Suppose this is the female and this is the male. If the female is healthy and the male is colorblind, then male रो से गोटिए सिंगल एक्स क्रोमोसोम टा definitely defective है थिबा. तो सही केस रे female जेतु healthy तारो both the gamete will have healthy X copy. However, in case of male, one gamete will have the disease X chromosome, another gamete will have Y chromosome. So during the process of fertilization, this kind of fertilization will occur. So एठी जोटा में देखि परचे all the female generated from this cross, that is if the female is healthy and the male is colorblind, then all the female will be carrier with a single defective copy of color blindness responsible gene, whereas all the male will be healthy. Why? Because they are receiving the healthy X from their female or from their mother. Then coming to the second type of cross, where the mother is carrier and the father is colorblind. So the mother can produce two type of gamete, one with defective X and one with healthy X, whereas the father will produce two gamete, one with defective X chromosome, another one with healthy Y chromosome. So during the cross, the product will be like this. So एठी हमें कौन देखिले ताले ना, if the defective X from mother is fusing with the defective X from father, then the female will be completely colorblind. If the healthy X from mother is fusing with the defective X from father, then the child will be carrier for colorblind gene. If the defective X from mother is fusing with the healthy Y from father, then the male child will be colorblind with a single defective X copy. Okay, and if the healthy X from the mother is fusing with the Y copy of father, then the male will be normal. So during a cross between a colorblind carrier female and a colorblind male, at that time developing a colorblind child will be have a chance of 50%. And when we are talking about the female offspring, all the female will have a defective copy, at least one defective copy, and 50% of the female child will be colorblind, whereas the other 50% will be carrier for it. When we are talking about the male child, at that time 50% of the male offspring will be colorblind and the remaining 50% will be healthy only. Then coming to the third type of cross, where the female is colorblind and the male is also colorblind. Both the gamete from the female will be of defective and the single X chromosome from the male will be also defective. So this is of no surprise. Why? Because whatever copy in this gamete are being produced, all are defective. So what will happen in this case? All the population will be colorblind. This is the most known kind of cross. Next to a carrier female with a healthy male. So the gamete will either have in case of female, the gamete will either have a defective copy of X or a healthy copy of X, and the male gamete will always be healthy. So during this kind of cross, the female developed 50% will be carrier and 50% will be healthy, and the male developed again 50% will be diseased and 50% will be healthy. Coming to the last type of cross, that is between a colorblind female and a healthy male. All the gametes of a colorblind mother will have the X chromosome or a defective X chromosome. So during the process of fertilization, all the females with a single copy of defective X chromosome from their mother and a healthy copy of X chromosome from their father will be carrier for colorblind gene, and all the male child with the single defective copy of X chromosome from their mother and Y chromosome from their father will all be colorblind. So out of this 5 kind of cross, let's briefly describe about all of them. First is female, healthy female, a colorblind male. At that condition, the female offspring all will be carrier and male will be all healthy. A carrier female and a colorblind male. During that condition, all the female offspring will be have at least one defective X copy. So 50% of female population or female offspring will be colorblind and 50% will be carrier. Like that, 50% of the male offspring will be colorblind and 50% male will be completely healthy. The third type, when a colorblind female is married to a colorblind male, with no surprise, all the offsprings will be colorblind. In fourth case, when a carrier female is married to a healthy male, at that time 50% of female population, or we can say 1/4 of the population will be colorblind, and that 1/4, the ratio 1 is indicating the male here. Why? Because the single defective copy of X that is present in the female or the mother will definitely go to the son only. So at that time the son will be colorblind. So when we are talking about only female child, 50% of them will be carrier and 50% will be healthy. When we are talking about only male child, at that time 50% of them will be colorblind and 50% will be healthy. Then in the last type of cross, where the female is colorblind and the male is healthy, with all the defective X copy from the mother, all sons from them will be colorblind, and with a single defective copy from their mother, all the daughters will be carrier for the colorblindness. So these are 2 examples of X-linked inheritance in case of humans. One is hemophilia and the second one is colorblindness. Like that, Y-linked inheritance is also present, about which I would like to briefly say. And what is that Y-linked inheritance? So today whatever we studied about X-linked inheritance with 2 examples, that is, one is hemophilia and the second one is colorblindness. Like Y-linked inheritance is also there. However, it is less common or less studied. Why? Because it is always transmitted to father to son. However, X-linked is always transferred to mother to son and father to daughter. But in case of Y-linked, it is always father to son only. Why? Because Y chromosome is not present in case of female. The example is hairy ears. You can see in human population, certain males develop hairs in their ear, that is transmitted from or that is inherited from their parents only. So that kind of inheritance is called as Y-linked inheritance. So today's summary is, today we studied about what is sex-linked inheritance. Sex-linked inheritance is the inheritance of certain phenotypic character that is being inherited not by the autosomes but by the sex chromosome. So sex-linked inheritance can be of two types, one is X-linked and another is Y-linked, depending on what kind of sex chromosome is carrying or is responsible for the inheritance of that sex-linked inheritance property or character. So in case of X-linked inheritance, the example is hemophilia and color blindness, which we have studied today. So what is hemophilia? Hemophilia is the inefficiency to for blood clotting property is called as hemophilia, otherwise known as bleed-as disease. And the second example is color blindness. Color blindness is the inability to distinguish between different colors, specifically green and red. So Y-linked inheritance, which is less studied, is a kind of inheritance which is mostly inherited between father to son, and this is responsible because of the Y genes that is only present in case of male, and example is hairy ears. Thank you.